Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Praveen and you are watching Techie Praveen. So in the previous video, we have seen that how to send get, post, put, delete and fetch call. And after that, we have seen that what is the difference between put call and fetch call. And now in this video, we're going to talk about how to verify the response body in rest assured. So let's get started. So I'm going to create a new class that is verify response. And I'm going to hit get call in request dot in. Currently, I'm going to use a very basic thing. So this is my URL which I need to hit it. Okay. So I'm going to copy my previous class code. Okay. So this is my previous class code. So this is my request. I have created one main method where I have initialized request specification is assured and which leads to one URL, and I have saved the response in the response, and I have tried to print the body. Let me hit and check whether it's working fine or not. Okay, so you can see that I'm able to get the response of the body. Now what I have to do is I have to validate the values inside this response. This is a very important video, guys, because in interviews, this is a task that you need to be done in the interview. Basically, people are asking to hit one URL and then validate some response inside the body. So this is a very important video. So I have to validate the values inside this body. So first thing that I have to copy this and make it beautify, right? If I look into this, so I'm able to see the very beautiful image of the response here. But in most of the cases, you will not be getting a good response, not as beautiful, as simple as this. Because if you're looking for this response, it is very complicated response. However, this is very easy as of now, but the real-time response are more complicated. So we'll just try to make it beautify. We can use JSON formatter, okay, which basically beautify the response. So I'm removing this and just copy the complete response. You can hit directly from here, or you can also hit and copy the response from the postman also. Copy and paste it here. So now click on this and you will get a beautiful image of this response. So if you closely observe that this is a complete JSON response, this is the attribute and this is the value of it. And inside that there is a data which contains a list, and inside the list again we have a JSON responses. So this is the value of a inside one array, one list. Okay. So we whenever we are trying to validate the response, we firstly need to understand it how its response is created. So need to hit that in Postman or directly in the ID just and make it beautify so that you will be able to understand it how these things has been created. So now if I want to validate my data inside the ID, I have to deal with the with data, and these are the lists. So we need to validate the value inside the list. So it all based on, so list has have always having a index value. So this is the zeroth index, this is the 1th index, and this is the 2 index. Our list always start from zeroth. So this, if I want to validate the response from, so this will be the zeroth, zero position. This is my will be my first position. This is my second position, and so on. So you need to understand how exactly the response has been made, and then you would be able to automate this or validate this. So now let's validate some smaller thing like status code. So if I want to validate something, so I have assert function which takes two values, expected and actual. So if I want to validate the status code, which is now 200, let me print and check. The response is 200. So response dot status code. My response status code is 200 for get call. I'm printing the responses of now 200. Okay. And now let me comment out the body so that it will not populate the it will not pollute the terminal. So currently I'm only printing my status code. Okay. So if I want to validate this, I'm going to use assert dot assert equals. It basically requires two things: expected and actual. So the expected is 200 and actual. What is actual? So actual is coming from the hit. So I'm going to save status code. We're going to create one variable and I'm going to save the response that is coming from the URL. This is a real-time response. So response.get status code is going to give me the status code, and I'm saving this into a one integer value. So now I'm going to put a status code. So if this basically assert will return true or false. If this is true, it will not going to print something, or if it is false, then it's going to print the error. So I have made it 201. So the actual is 200 and the expected is 201. So it gave me the exception that expected is 201 but found 200 from the response. From the right real-time response, I'm getting 200 but expected is 200, 201. So this is the way you can actually put the assertion in 200 or in response status code. Now, this is the same way you can insert the assertion in other values as well. So I'm going to create validate my email ID of first email ID. So it will inside the data, and this is a zero index value. So I'm going to create string email and response dot JSON path dot get, and then I have to put my my path basically. So my path will be data 0 and email. Okay. So what exactly I'm writing here is data. Basically, I need to find the value of this attribute. So this attributes what put up in inside the data. Inside the data there's a list. So I have mentioned that data, and this is the list. This is the index value I'm passing, and the index value of this response is 0. Okay, and then so it will comes to this block, and inside this block I need email. So I have mentioned data, the attribute, the index value is 0, and inside that value I need email. So if I print that, I should be get the email, correct email. Okay. Now if I want to put assert in this, I can put assert. Assert equals ex, uh, expected is this, and actual is this. So I'm passing this if this finds if this matching two values is true, it will not going to return anything, and if it is find false, then it will going to return. Now I have made some change in the email, so this will going to throw me an error. Cool. Now it's showing the error that expected this but got this. Okay, so this is the way you can exactly find the values inside the list or something. So if I want to find the per page or total, so how can I pass the total? So you can directly put I'm creating one total value and response dot JSON path dot get, and inside this I'm just putting total. Okay, if I'm printing total, I should get total is 12. So the output will be 12. Okay, now I'm getting the total. So why I have put only total here? Why is not like this path? Because this is This is not in list. This is just an attribute present outside the list. Why have we have put data as a index value? Because the value inside the data is a list. Data is a list, and we are finding the value inside the list. So we have to provide the index value. So these value can be called directly with their attribute name. But if something is put inside the JSON response inside the some list, so we need to create the JSON path as per our requirement. So we can directly call these values, but if I want to validate something inside this data, we have to treat this as a list because this is list. So let's say if I want to find the this one, first name of this one. So the index value of this one is 0, 1, and 2. So this the index is 2, and I want the first name of index 2. So what I need to do is uh, I'm going to put name and index value is 2, and here I have to use my first name. 0, 1, and 2 is first name. So I have to mention this one. So why 2? Because currently I'm looking out for the value which is on the second index of the list. So if I put print n, let me comment out rest so that you guys will not going to confuse. So putting here name is Emma. So first name is Emma. Got it? So this is the way you can easily validate. And if I want to validate this by using assertion, so you can use assert. The assert equals name equals to Emma, which is expected, and the actual is whatever the value we are getting from the response. So you can say name, and if this is correct, it will going to pass it. Otherwise, it will going to mark it as a fail. So if I change the spelling of this from Emma to Emma, so it will going to give the error. Okay, so this is the way we can actually validate the response of anybody. So before validating anything, you just need to hit the URL, get the response, and just make it beautify and read out how the response has been made, and then you would be able to change the you would be able to create the path of that. There are other tools as well, like JSON Pathfinder is also there. So here you can exactly uh, find the path of any JSON response. Like the if I'm copying this and put inside this, so I'm able to get the path of this. See, this is already changed the value inside this. So first ID is 1. So if I go with that, zeroth index is 1. So it will all give you the path of that. First name is this. So this is the way JSON Pathfinder will give you the path of that. So you don't need to write it by your own. You just need to copy this and use it on your local machine. So there will be JSON formatter which will help you to make it beautify and help you to understand the how the response is made. And JSON Pathfinder will help you in creating the path of that. Okay. However, you would not be allowed to use these tools in interviews. So you have to create your JSON path by yourself. Okay, so we start learning how to create a JSON path by yourself, and once you get comfortable, then you can use any other tool, any tool present in the Google. It's a free of cost. Okay, so this is only for this video. I hope you like the video and you like my teaching style. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And if you're facing any issue, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to create a video for you and help you out. Thank you. Thanks a lot.